Here.
Just start explaining stuff. What are you doing?
I will. I'm taking it. No, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm taking it. Because now you get cool filler shot. And sound effects. Sound effects provided free of charge by Stephen Christensen.
It's like driving through the Death Star. Day 6. Today is just an extension of yesterday, I guess. It's something different. It's basically how to use a soundboard and what all it does. Yeah. Video.
The soundboard. First, it's actually very simple. It's very simple. It's one thing repeated over and over again. You have your trim, or gain as people call it. You have your low pass filter, which is that green guy. High pass filter, haha. These are all your EQs. Your high, your adjustable frequency knob for your high mid, your adjustable frequency knob for your low mid and your low. You can switch your low between 20 and 60 hertz, depending on kind of what you're mixing and whatnot, and turn your EQ on and off. You have your pre-source select, so depending on what you want to do with your faders and your auxes right here. You can go stereo, so if you're running like a stereo mix to something like a recorder, or I don't know, anything you want really, anything that needs to be stereo. And then pre, which is what I run a lot for my monitors. Your 7 and 8s, so these are all your auxes that come down here. Your Easy 4, your 5 and 6, and your 7 and 8, and your 9 and 10. Same things for everything there. Your pan, left and right. Then you have your assignables, which is on like a Mackie board. You have them like down here and whatnot. But you can go like left, right, and center, or just left and right, or center, or mono. Right now we're running mono. Lame, because the right line is dead down to the amp, so we have to run everything mono, which is such a bummer. I feel like a big lame person. Mute groups, so I can assign like a bunch of this stuff, like for Tom Sawyer. I had mute groups on the band because they unplugged and they went a bunch of different places, so like I turn mute group A on, right? So instead of having to like mute like 15 different things all at one time, I can come over here, press this button, and these all light up, and I can mute them, off-site. I don't remember. Your VCA groups, which are basically your group outs, but it works a little bit differently. They don't go to a specific place, and you can't really assign where they go. They all go out to the main mixer right down here. So for this show, for instance, I have the choral group that's singing. They're all on my chorus right here, so I can set all of their levels like you see, EQ them however I want them, and then whenever they walk on stage, because they're always in a group, I can fade them up and fade them down, and it's super easy. Then I also have a verb unit patched through. I have surrounds, downstage monitors, upstage monitors, my verb out that comes from all the orange across here. You can see they're turned up. The orange goes out to the effects processor, back in through a channel, which may not be like the best way. If somebody's watching this going, I have a better way of doing that, it's like, yeah, probably. But that's how I'm doing it, because it's easy. And then I have my verb assigned solely to a slider here, because I have everything set the way I want it to. So really during the show I'm only messing with these, and it makes my life way easier. Actually, I also have to play with levels with everybody and stuff too, but it makes it easy for all the people walking on stage who are right here. We also have our hanging choir mics, which are up there. You probably can't see them. But they're right there, and they're super easy, and they're on because we don't have 900 microphones for everybody. On our auxes, we can talk to our specific auxes in here through our talk right here, if we want to. Probably hear it in the background. Then you can assign how you want your auxes to come out and where you want them to come out. I patch them all over here at the patch bay to go wherever I need them to go. Once you send signal out here, I'm just going to keep going. Is that cool?
Yeah.
You send signal out here. It comes in.
Tell me if the battery goes off.
I will. Through our DSP, which is pretty fantastic. It just started working again recently, which is awesome because you get way better sound. Our patch bay, I have all of our returns coming out here and going down into our different effects monitors because none of our speakers are powered, or some of them are and some of them aren't. I'm not using powered because I don't want to deal with it. Then I can just patch that down in the amp room to whatever plug I need it to go to. So we keep everything nice and clean and simple up here. This is our computer. It's a sweet Mac Mini. And we have yet to get a digital interface, which is a really big bummer. But hopefully we will soon, because then we don't have independent control of different speakers easily. That all gets outputted through these DIs into the board, and everything's controlled right here. And I have quick little fingers to adjust stuff on the fly when we're running stuff live. And everything's cued right off the spacebar, which is pretty fantastic. So it may seem like it's like tons of buttons and stuff, but it's really just like the same one thing over and over and over again. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot more, but that would be like a user's manual that I do not want to write. So, yeah.
Alright. Good night. Homework. Away.